It is April 6th and welcome back to This Day in Wrestling on Cultaholic. I am Jennifer and joining me today, again, the lovely Jack the Jobber.
Hello.
Hello.
We've got some very exciting things.
Yes, April 6th was eventful. It was. I think if we go back to 1997 for WCW, and it was Spring
Stampede.
That was it. I didn't watch WCW.
You're not a WCW kid?
No, I wasn't.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Oh.
Not well. I tried to get into it. See, because I'm a huge Jericho fan.
Yeah.
I tried. I really did try.
He was amazing in WCW.
I just couldn't get into him.
The List, 1,004 holds.
I just didn't get into him.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry, I'm really set in my ways.
It's all right. But this was...
Anyway,
yes.
So, big one for your man Savage. Well, bad one for your man Savage.
Well, he lost to DDP, and it was DDP's first
yes,
main
it was
event.
his first appearance in a pay-per-view.
Oh, his first appearance generally?
In a pay-per-view.
My words. I just think, fair play. He got into wrestling late in life as well.
I was like 35.
Was he?
Oh, I might have made that up. But
That's
he was in
crazy.
his 30s anyway.
That's even later than Joe Hendry when he got into wrestling. Can't believe it. Because Hendry was like 26 or something when he started. I feel like I'm mocking him there.
No, not at all. No, do you know what? I remember, where was I that I heard the story? And it was like, he used to DDP, like, do you know the story of how he got into it?
He was a manager?
In a bar or something?
Oh, really?
That loads of the workers used to drink at.
Right.
And I think that's kind of how he... I could be making this up. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I somehow have this stuck in my head that he managed a bar and then they were all like, you should get involved, and he did.
He's just been a really nice guy.
He's
basically saved the lives of Jake Roberts and Scott Hall.
He's intense, like he's a very intense person.
I've not met him.
Have you not?
No,
to be fair, like I say met him, I was like literally hello at a signing.
Right.
But he's like, Scott Hall was telling me about it, like, that sounds so
do you want to just pick
arrogant.
up that name
I know,
that you've got there?
Oh my god, that's
your mate Razor was just telling you about him.
Like, I did not mean
what
that.
was he saying, sorry?
No, he was just saying like how he's like, he was just slagging him basically, and he was like loving him, like being like, oh, do you know what? He credits him for everything, but he was just like, he's just such a annoyingly positive person. But I'm so down with that. I am so into positivity and people with a good attitude, so I think I would love him.
But he did stalk the Undertaker's wife. And you can't condone that, can you really?
Not really.
Poor Sarah. Did you not love it?
Sarah.
But you were more of a WWEF person.
Yes.
Did you not get excited? Because I got excited and I didn't even know who he was when he pulled off the bandana and everyone was like, oh, DDP's the stalker. It was a big pop.
Well, not really.
Okay.
Because I was like, I just genuinely was like, all right, okay, heard of him, but just wasn't, I just didn't like. The only thing I popped for, like WCW coming over to WWF was Jericho.
Okay.
I'm really, really biased. I'm sorry.
That's alright, it's fine.
Simple things in wrestling I like.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, it was like DDP, everyone went crazy for it. And even though I didn't know really much about him or who he was, the fact that everyone was going crazy, I imagine it's what people...
Okay, like kind of like crowd, feeding off the crowd, feeding off the energy.
And I imagine it's what people who didn't know who AJ Styles was, that's what they might have felt when he came out of the Rumble.
Fair play, no, I can see that. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, fair play, Diamond.
Well done.
Well done.
So, a couple of years ago, WrestleMania 30 happened. An eventful year in wrestling for a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Let's start with, I called it, the big one.
You called it.
I did call it.
As you said a few days ago, you called this. You knew this was going to happen.
I did call it, and I'm glad that you're here to like remember that. But this streak ended. I was gutted.
You were gutted? I was gutted.
Absolutely devastated.
I really
still
sad.
am not over it. I don't think.
Do you think it should have ended?
No.
No. I can see why they did it.
Why? I'm interested. I'm interested. Why?
Taker himself didn't want it anymore, apparently. He wanted to attend because he wanted to put someone over.
Yep.
And I can see why they did it for Lesnar, because they wanted to legitimize him and make him a monster. And it did. He was like...
He's always been a monster. I'm sorry, did you ever see him of anything less than a monster?
That's a very good point. But it made him more... I guess it was such a shock, and it was one of those results that in modern history is like... I've never seen a reaction like it. The crowd didn't boo.
It was Heyman's reaction that made it for me.
When
I was just like,
oh my god,
he didn't even believe it, and I'm like, oh my god, Paul Heyman didn't even believe it.
Well, do you remember Kenny McIntosh's Inside the Rope show?
Yes.
And I was at the Glasgow one,
So you were.
And Heyman told the crowd in a very Paul Heyman way, and I don't think he was being entirely serious, but he implied that Lesnar shot on Taker and broke the streak. And a guy in the crowd who was pretty drunk got annoyed that he got thrown out of the show because he was so annoyed at the very thought that Lesnar could have shot on Taker.
I remember that. That was so funny.
I didn't believe Heyman.
You didn't believe?
I think he was working everyone.
Oh no, he was up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's the thing about him. Like, you just don't know.
It can't have been a shoot though.
No, I don't think it was.
I mean, I totally believe that if Lesnar wanted to legitimately pin Taker, he could have.
I'm sure, exactly. I'm sure he would just be like, right, you. But I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder what happened to that guy who got thrown out of the show for being so.
If you're watching, like, if somebody knows him, because somebody will know who that is.
I remember Kenny.
You don't need to admit that you're pals.
Kenny sat in the crowd and he's like, "Shut up now." He got really. First time I've ever seen Kenny. Oh, it's the first time I've ever seen him annoyed. Oh. This has gone from talking about Taker to being like, "Do you see how annoyed Kenny was?" And
the streak ended. Whatever. Kenny McIntosh.
Kenny was so annoyed. I'm gonna ask him about that.
Yeah. So Taker lost his streak.
Kenny lost his cool.
Lost his cool.
Equally important things.
Not
in
on the
history.
same day. Not on the same day. But yeah.
Equally important, I'd say.
I think for me personally, one of my main things I loved about Mania, loved past tense, was the streak.
Yeah.
That was one of my main reasons to tune in. Like, I'm a huge Taker fan. Huge Taker fan. I love a goth, so that's why.
It's just big goth, isn't he?
But that's it. But like, that was heartbreaking for me for it to end because it was my one constant. That I loved. And
you knew for a while as well that it wasn't just going to be.
No, because it got to that point, and
you
you built it up because you knew obviously, like, you know, he's getting older. You've heard the rumours that he's kind of not into it as much, wanting to take a step back. So you know it's going to happen. So you're kind of like, oh, it makes it more exciting.
What was your favourite match of the streak? Have you got one?
Oh,
We know you're not a big Michaels fan, and you doubt his claim as a sexy boy.
It's not.
Wow.
But
his matches though were fantastic with Taker.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll give you that. But I don't know. I need to think about this.
I mean, there's Punk. That was a really good one. Edge, Batista, Triple H in the Cell.
Oh,
Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah, Triple H in the Cell. I'd probably say. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. That was the one where everyone thought that when Michaels was the special guest ref, everyone thought it actually was going to end.
Then. Yeah, because I remember. Yeah,
that one.
Definitely.
I think mine's probably
a steel match as well.
25 against Michaels.
Okay.
Just because Taker flying out the ring, and there's that shot. Have you seen the picture of Taker flying out the ring? All his hair's everywhere.
Oh gosh, yeah. When was that?
25.
25. All right.
That was crazy.
Oh, well,
there's so many good ones though. Giant Gonzalez.
Do you know what? They were always, and the thing is, like, I mean, Taker's always been like a solid. Like, I've always liked Taker matches. Really, I have. But at Mania, it was just always that. There was just more.
It was elevated, yeah.
It was just too exciting. Like, it was definitely my one constant I wanted to see. Like, more so than like any championship match. I actually think I tuned in for the streak more than anything else.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think that's why I was so heartbroken.
Do you know that Adam Pacitti used to put heinous wages on the Taker matches at WrestleMania?
Really?
He used to put on quite a bit of money. He did, look at him. He did. And he used to put it on and then be terrified for the duration of the match. Oh. And then Taker would win and he'd win like 30 quid just because like the odds were so like yeah. Despicable.
Baller.
Never gamble on wrestling, everyone. Ever.
No, don't. No. It's a very silly game. So, sticking with 2014 and how big a year that was, you can't not mention Daniel Bryan finally winning the gold.
I loved it.
So did I.
It was so good.
It was so good.
It was really good.
That was a really... Do you know what? In fact, see, because that happened on the same show as the streak ending.
Yeah.
That was a nice wee
You needed a big happy ending.
Oh, you needed something
after
good.
the devastation.
Absolutely, because I think I was still in tears at this point. I actually think I turned off briefly, and I was like that. No, because I did. I was like, I was really upset. I was really, really upset.
Were you like shocked Undertaker guy? You know, the guy who just couldn't, not that guy, there's the guy who did that with his face. We're talking about Undertaker streak again, sorry.
I know, sorry.
Daniel Bryan.
Yes, like give him his time. That was amazing.
It was like the ultimate happy ending in wrestling, wasn't it?
It was. That was like, it was like a kind of, what would you say, like a huge big kind of movie ending.
Yeah, it was like
just
quite
it wrapped it up so nicely for me. Like he deserved it as well, because you just didn't. It really at that point for me looked like they were just never gonna like push him and. He was never really going to get any further than where he was.
He was a B+ player, they said to him. I mean, they said to him in promos and stuff, but you kind of got a sense they actually thought that as well.
No, but I did. I genuinely did. Like, I'm quite bad for kind of not reality.
You get immersed.
Like,
you get immersed.
I do.
That's good.
I like the drama. I like the, the showmanship of it. And I genuinely did think, he doesn't look like a champion. He doesn't, he looked like an underdog. And
he didn't just beat anyone, so he beat Triple H in the opening match, and then he beat Randy Orton and Batista as well. Three of the most clear-cut superstar looking, especially Orton, who they always say if you could create a superstar, he would look like Randy Orton. And I remember Batista and Orton hit both of their finishes, they combined their finishes on the announce table. And you remember Orton hit the RKO, so he took a back bump, and his back went onto the speaker, and he was
it was actually awkward and horrible to watch. Yeah, that was brutal. Oh, I forgot about that.
Poor Randy.
Poor Randy.
I know.
Bless.
Never mind.
It's fine, he's got hair now.
He has got hair now, and I'm suspicious about the hair,
Why? Do you think it's a transplant? I thought it was a transplant.
It was never that.
I know someone who's had a transplant, and he was away for a wee while. And,
I just think it was never that dark and thick, was it? Although he always shaved
much attention did you pay to Randy Orton?
Quite a Randy Orton fan. He's a good looking boy, there's nothing wrong with that. Lovely looking man.
Batter in then.
No, I don't know if it is or not.
What do you prefer? I prefer the shaved head. I'm putting it out there.
Oh, he can definitely pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe it is. Maybe it's. I think it might be.
What do you think?
You decide.
So that was this day in wrestling, and you can follow me on Twitter here. If you like what we do at Cultaholic, you can support us by pledging to our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.